Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing fine. I'm doing good. We have perimeter today, and then we're talking about perimeter, and let's find out what it is. All right, even though we already should know, right? All right, let's go ahead. What is perimeter? How can I find it? Perimeter is the distance around the outside of an object, so that's important. Not just anything. Make sure that we understand that they mean or refer to. The perimeter is the only thing, is the outside of the object, not the inside, but the outside of the object. You find the perimeter by adding all the sides. Let's go ahead and do that here. Let's see. These are examples of some of the stuff we have. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's zoom this in. As an example, here we are. So this is 1, this is 1, this side is 1, and this is, let's say, 2. For instance, this is 3, and this is, let's say, 4, right? So these are all the sides. We labeled every side. I labeled it, line, I labeled it, line, I labeled that one, line. I'm tracing each side because I know that if I'm tracing it, I know I did it already, numbered it. So here I numbered it, I already have it, it's already numbered, tracing it, all right? So my first numbers that I have are 1 plus 1, so it's 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 and plus 3 equal whatever it is. Here I have 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 2 equals 4, so all this right here equals 4 plus 1 plus 4 equals 5 plus 3, that equals my perimeter, right? So 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 plus 3 is 12. So all this right here is 12. And so now my perimeter is equal to 12. So my perimeter equals 12. Simple, right? Straightforward. Just add the sides together and you get your perimeter. So let's go ahead and do the other shape next to it. So I can give you another example of how would you find perimeter and what I'm talking about. So let me see, clear it. Let's move over. Once again, this is an object. Perimeter is remember what we say it was, is the distance around an object outside of the object, not the inside, but the outside of the object. So here we have our object, and we're gonna measure the outside of it. And let's say, just because of examples, here we have a side. Let's call this number 2. This is going to be a 1 and trace it, knowing that I already labeled it. This is 1. Let's say this one is also 1, and let's say this one here is also call this one 4. And so we have less sides here, it looks like, but we're going to go ahead and just add our sides. Perimeter equals 2 plus 1 plus 4, I'm circling what I already wrote, plus 1, right? So that perimeter equals 2 plus 1 is 3, and 4 plus 1 is 5, so 3 plus 5, and P is equal to 8. My perimeter is 8. Perimeter is equal to 8. Not difficult for us to do. Very simple, very straightforward. All it is putting this outside sides together of an object, and that is your perimeter. Okay, clearing that out, we're giving you more information about perimeter. So here we have it, missing sides. Let's say that we have an object here that we don't have a side to. Find the missing length by looking at the equal sides. For example, we know that we have here an object that has 4 sides. We know that a rectangle has opposite equal sides, right? That's something we already know. And so we're gonna go ahead and label that now since we know what it is. Remember, opposite equal sides, they're missing sides. So we know that the side here is 2. So I look at it here and that's the same one. That's an opposite equal side, which that's also a 2. 8 here, same thing. Opposite equal side would be an 8 because rectangles have opposite equal sides. In this case, we know that we look for sides that are equal and opposite. So we look directly off the other side of each shape, We know that 8 is here, so 8 is going to be down here. Same thing with 2 on our left side. We're going to move over to the right, and it's on the opposite side. So now that we have all our sides, we could put these sides together. So we know that 2 plus 8, our perimeter equals 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 8, right? So perimeter equals these here and these here, which here is 8, right? So now we have 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 10. Our perimeter equals 20. Right? Perimeter equals 20. Very simple. Once again, very straightforward. All I'm doing is adding sides together and gives us our answer, right? So very, very simple. Even though we did not have our sides in the beginning, we know that an object such as the rectangle has opposite equal sides, or we look for those opposite equal sides in the shapes. All right, so that was an example of that. Let's go ahead and clear that to see what we have next. Here we have, when given the perimeter, what if they give us the perimeter but do not give us a side, right? Or sides here in this case. We're gonna have two different examples here given to you to help you hopefully understand what do you do when you have a perimeter but no sides. Well, here we have a perimeter first, and we must find the missing sides. At times, we must find more than one side when the perimeter is given. So when we have a perimeter, sometimes they just, for example, here, I'll zoom into this one. Let me see. To this shape first, and this perimeter tells us it's equal to 30. So I know that this perimeter, all these sides together have to equal 30. So all these put together equal 30. Okay, so 10 plus something plus 4 plus something equals 30. I don't know what it is yet, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and clear that. I'm gonna have to first find out what I have here, right? Let's work with what we have. So we know that perimeter equals to 30, so 30 is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 4. And plus question mark plus question mark. Let's go ahead and reset. Let's do it right again. Let's see if I can do this smaller. So question mark. I know that 30 equals 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus question mark plus question mark. Right, so we two sides that are missing here. I know that 10 plus 10 equals 20 plus 4 equals 24, and then question mark plus question mark equals just question marks, right? So now we know that if I have 30 and this is 24, I know that to get from 24 to 30, I need to add what? What do I need to add? 6, right? So if I need 6 and I have 2 here, and they look pretty much equal, don't they? This one and this one look the same. They look equal. So this number and this number have to be the same, and I know that I have 6. This number what I'm missing here to make 30 is 6. So if I have 6, I divide it by 2 parts equals 3, right? So I need to have a 3 here and a 3 here. So my missing numbers here were 3 and 3. All right, that's how we figure that out. That's a little tricky and it's a little hard. And as you can see, sometimes when you have a perimeter, but you have missing sides, you have to do more than one step here. But a very simple thing that we know is that we know how to add and we know how to subtract. So that's all we did here. We added and subtracted. And we knew that by adding 6 to 24 gives me 30. But I know that 6, divided by 2 equals 3. I don't know why I did that, guys. Hopefully, if y'all caught that, I apologize. I can't edit this video, but it's a divide. So 6 divided by 2. So here Why 2? Because I have 2 parts missing that don't have a side. It was this one, and we know that they're equal. They're the same. So we have to equally divide that 6. So we put 3 on this side and 3 on that side, which gives us a total of 30. And we could go back and check our work, and we could just go ahead and plug it in. So let's go ahead and 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. Right? So let's go ahead and figure it out. 10 is 20. 4 plus 3 equals 7 plus 3 equals 10. So we know that 20 plus 10 equals 30. Yep, works out. Check my work. All I do is just go and check work. One more step to make sure I got this right. So that's how you solve that one there. That question or that type of problem with 2 opposite equal sides, or 2 sides that are the same and equal, and with the perimeter given, which was 30. All right. So let's go ahead and clear this out. Once again, if you have to, pause the video, go back, rewind it, and play it over again. I apologize once again for this part here, but I corrected myself, right? So I rechecked myself. So go ahead and erase that. Let's go check on another problem here. Example. Here I have a perimeter of 24. I know, once again, I know my facts, right? And I know addition, I know multiplication, I know division and all that stuff. So I know also shapes. I know shapes because we've studied shapes. And I have in front of me, what do I have in front of me? What kind of shape is this? This is called a... That's right, it's called a square. As we can see, what do we know about a square? A square has what? Opposite equal sides. They have the same sides, the same size length, right? And so we know that all the sides are the same. Not just opposite equal sides, but they're all the same, right? So here we have a square, well, the same side, and we have a 24 as a perimeter. So our perimeter is 24, and we have 4 sides to divide this 24 into. And I divide it equally. And what do we do when divide equally? We use division, right? Because division is numbers that are divided equally. So 24 divided by 4 sides equal what? Basically, remember how we divide is in the fact families. 4 times what equals 24. Just, you know your facts, right? What number times what gives me 24? Or 24 divided by 4 equals what? Give you a little time. You know your facts. And you can just go straight down the row. Right? I'll count by 4s. We just count by 4s up here. Let's do it up here. Right? 1 times 4. 4. Right? 2 times 4. 8. 3 times 4. 12. 4 times 4. 16. 5 times 4. 20. 6 times 4. 24. I found it. So which one is it? 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So here we are. We have 6 here on this side, 6 here, 6 here, and 6 here. And we can check our work. Once again, let's go ahead and check it. We know that perimeter is equal to 24. P equals 24. Let's check it. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12. Let's change that marker. All right, equals 12. And we know that that equals 12 as well. And together equals 24. Is that correct? Yes, it is. It matches this number up here. You know, it's 24, guys. 24. This is how we solved this one with our perimeter given. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully it was good for you. And we'll see each other. Oh, wait a minute. I got one more slide, I think. Ooh, I was already saying bye. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I got to do the examples, guys. I forget. Dude, I was already rushing through it. But let me go ahead and show you the examples of perimeter and questions. Just kind of like the ones we're going to have for you to work on after this slides. after this video. So let's practice it. What is the perimeter? Here we have a rectangle in front of us. We know that a rectangle has opposite equal sides. We look for those sides when sides are missing. So a perimeter is not given. We're gonna have to find it out. We have 3 here on this side, so the opposite of that is gonna be 3 as well. Let me go ahead and write that in there. 3, and here we have 4, and so 4 is gonna have to go up here as well. Don't forget to put FT, which is the feet. So now, what do? We add, correct. We add our perimeter together. So pre is equal to 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7 plus 7, right? This is also 7. That equals 14 feet. 14 feet. So is it 12 feet? No. Is it 16 feet? No. Is it 22 feet? No, too big. 14 feet, correct. That is our choice. That's our answer, and we got it right. And as we can see, we worked everything out. We worked it out. We knew we had 3 plus 4, and now we had to add 3 plus 4 again. So 7 plus 7 equals 14 feet. And remember not to forget to put in feet, because we are talking about feet. We're not talking about inches. We're not talking about centimeters. We're talking about feet. Okay, so that's how we figure out that perimeter. Excuse my hair, guys. Excuse the hair. Excuse the hair. And these days being at home, I mean, come on. I haven't got a haircut, guys. You know how I am about my hair. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Go to the next example. All right. All right, what is the perimeter on this figure? We have 13 inches and 19 inches, and it says now we're talking about inches. We no longer talk about feet. So our answer has to be in inches. Now we know that once again it's a rectangle. Yeah, rectangle. And we know that opposite equals sides. We have 13 here, so the opposite is going to be 13 inches as well. We're going to try to write 13 inches. All right, and then the opposite of here is going to be 19 inches. So once again, perimeter equals side, all the sides together. So we're going to add them here. Perimeter is equal to 13 plus 13 plus 19 plus 19. All right, 13 plus 13 equals 26. Plus 19 plus 19, 9 is 18. Carry the 1 is 38. All right, 38. Now we have to add 26 plus 38. Let's go ahead and add it up here. 26 plus 38. Plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. That's 64. Oh. So my perimeter should equal 64. 64 what? Inches. We're talking about inches. So is it 64 inches? Yes, just keep shopping. 62 inches? No, it's too short. 182 inches? No, that's too much. So our best choices and our answer is A, 64 inches. Once again, this is a problem where we were missing sides and we had to figure them out. And since we know our rectangle rule is opposite equal sides, and then 13 is on one side, then the opposite is going to be 13, 19 on top, 19 is going to be at the bottom. And we added them together, we put them together, and we got a perimeter. 13 plus 13 and 19 plus 19 first. We did it smaller, we broke them down because 13 plus 13 plus 19 plus 19 gets a little difficult. So we did that here, we put them together. Once again, let me change the color so you can see it. 38 was here. And so we went up here to go solve it, to get more space to do it. And we added 26 plus 38, give us 64 perimeter. Once again, we have to pause it, rewind it, and play it over again. So that's how we solve that one. Let's go to our last slide here. Of course, this is your time for you to do it. It's time for you to put practice on what you've learned on perimeter. Click the button to start your work. Don't forget down here, click, click, click. See my little guy there going click, 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 click it, push it, press it. Try to post on Class Dojo pictures of your work. How how are you working out these problems? Pretty much that's what I want to know. How are you working these problems out? What are you doing to make a difference in these problems? Please post them there. It says see you next time. And yes, I'll see you next time. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy seeing myself over here not being myself. But hopefully you like this, guys. Please stay safe. Hello to everybody. Stay safe, and we will see each other next time. Also, we'll be posting this week's top 5 kids on each category under resources. Look it up on the website. If you're not on the resources, get on the resources. Go ahead and check it out. Also, be making some phone calls home. So, also, like I've been doing, make sure you follow up with me if you haven't. Or with parents and stuff, let them know I'll be calling again. I'll continue calling, and I will always be calling until the end of the year. And you guys, please stay safe. Practice all safety procedures. Okay, guys? Bye-bye. See you next time.